On how to cut this dress. I will cut it and I will show you how I sew it. All right, now I'm using this fabric for this work too. Right, fold it at the wrong side, so I fold it at the right side like this. Make sure you fold it like this. Like I said, I'm folding both the back different and the front different, just for you to understand what I'm trying to cut now. All right, so I fold it like this into two. See what I do here? I fold it into two. This is the back part, so I'm going to be folding the front part the same way I fold the back part. All right, so I folded it together. This is the down part, the back part, and this is the front part. I fold it into two, and at the back part here, this zip allowance, this zip side, I will put I remove like 1 inches. Although on this dress is a free dress, I am not attaching any zip on it. All right, I will, when I'm going to sew it, when I'm sewing it, I will sew from down. I will sew from down up to this particular area here. Like I will leave like 6 inches on it. I'll leave like 6 or 7 inches at this at the back part. For later, I will put button at this upper part. But if you want to put zip on your own, you can go ahead and attach zip on it. But on this particular one, I'm not attaching any zip on it. And again, if you don't want any allowance at the back part, you just want everything to be the same, you can still scrape it out and make it like this. Everything will be okay. But on my own, this particular dress, I want something like this to come out. All right, so let's get started. So the next thing to do is to take from this upper part here, I will take my line, the measurement, that's the lines I need. Now I need from this upper part here, you place your tape on top up here and measure your waistline. Please, normally your waistline is 20 inches. When you're making dress for your customer, for yourself, your waistline is 20 inches. Or okay, you bring your tape down like this and place it like this. Measure your hip. My hip is 9 inches. Please, from your waist, place your tape on top your waistline and measure 9 inches to get your hip line. I hope you see it. From there, now to take your tape up again. Please, I'll be taking this video step by step so that you understand it. I take my tape up again here to measure my full length. Like I said, the area I'm making very full. I'm making this full dress full length, and my full length here is 60 inches plus my sewing allowance. Everything is on it, both my sewing allowance and the full length measurement. So I'm cutting the lines I need for this job. So what I will do now is to use pin to hold it so that it will remove. Please, when you are cutting this dress, use pin to hold your work so that it will not remove. All right, this pin is very, very important for your work. All right, if you have not subscribed and you're watching the video, don't forget to subscribe. Please support your girl. I need your support. Like this my video. There's one like button there. Just press that like and like it and share it again. Now what I will do now, I will now measure my shoulder measurement. If you have been following my teaching, I said whatever I get from my shoulder, that is what I use for my armhole. Now my shoulder is 16 inches and this is 16 inches here for the beginners. For your 16 inches, take your tape like this and fold it into two. That is how to divide it with your tape. Now my shoulder measurement now is 8 inches. I measure my 8 inches from like this. I place this thing from this line here. Remember, I did not practice on top this side. This is allowance. This is what I'll just sew. That is zip allowance side. Remember, I am not attaching zip on this dress. It's just the button. I will attach at this upper part here. Now I measure my 8 inches from this folding part here. I measure my shoulder measurement. So make sure you take it like that, the same that 8 inches, so that you get accurate measurement, so that you get the right measurement. I take it up to this side, so it's all right like this. Now, in case if you are making dress like this and you don't have French curve, this is French curve I'm talking about. So and you want to make a curve, what you do here is very simple. Just take your tape like this, measure from this down part here, measure 1 inch up. All right. Now, and take your tape and measure from this your armhole like this. Remember, it's 8 inches. Just divide it into 2. When I divide it, it's 4 inches. Now from that 4 inches, just take your chalk and make curve from like this. Make curve. You see how it's curve? It has given you your curve. But in case if you have French curve like this, to make it very easier for you, just take it like this and curve it. I hope you see it. So this French curve make the work very, very easy. Now let's get started. Let's take the our right or bust measurement. All right. Okay. So 43 divided by 4 is 10 3/4. And for those beginners, this is how to divide it. Now take your tape like this and go to the whatever measurement you have. Like mine is 43. Look at my 43. You fold your tape like this. Easy way to calculate your bust. Now you fold it into 2 like this. See what I'm doing? Fold into 2 and fold again. That makes it into 4. So when I fold it into 4 like this, what I get there is 10 3/4. So is that 10 3/4 you will use as your round bust measurement. That makes this very, very easy. So this is my 10 3/4. Please, when you're placing your tape, is on top this front folding part, not from this side. Remember, I said this is allowance, so you won't make mistake. So this is my 10 3/4 here. I mark my chalk, and I'm adding I add 2 inches. Don't add 1. 1 is too small. Add 1.5 or 2 inches. All right. I hope you see it. This allowance I add. Don't look at this one. This one is not there. It's what I make before. This is not there. This is what I add. I add 2 inches. This is my main measurement. This one is one I add. So after that, I go straight to my hip. Please keep this waist side. When you're making any straight dress, don't take any measurement from the waist or from the underbust. No. When you take measurement there, it will tight you. Scrape it out. My hip is 49. Very, very big. 49 divided by 4, like the way I divide the ball, that is how you divide it, is 12 1/4. 12 1/4. And I'm adding 1 inches, or I add 1.5. Like I said, depends what you want to add there. Add 1.5 for the hip side. All right. Add 1.5. You can add the 2 inches. You can add 1.5. Just add enough allowance so that in case if it's tight, cloth is tight, you can easily see what you use to reduce it. All right. So use chalk to mark this allowance so that you can see what you use. Now whatever you get from your hip, that is what you will use for the down part. Like I said, I got there 12 1/4. 12 1/4. 12 1/4. This is my 12 1/4. All right, because I'm making free gown. At this down part, if I take normal this 12 1/4 from the hip straight down, after sewing it, it will tight. At the end, I won't be able to walk very well, unless if you don't want to extend it to like 3 inches or 4 inches, you will open it up to your knee length side. Just open the 2 sides so that you can be able to walk. If you don't open it, you won't walk very well. Just for you to walk very well, you have to open the 2 sides. But on this particular dress, I'm not open anywhere. I want to add more so that I can be able to walk. Now I will add 3 inches so I can walk very well. I add 3 inches. All right. Now I will now add my sewing allowance. Like I said, I add 1.5. 1.5 is my sewing allowance. I hope you get what I'm doing now. I hope you understand. In case if you don't get it, just drop it on the comment board. I will reply it complete. So after that, I will now take my ruler to connect everything together. So I'll be connecting everything together. From my bust, I connect to the hip side. So, but I will just take I'll just take little curve to get some curve at this side here. This is my waist side. Like I said, I script this waist side. But when you are connecting it, after taking your right measurement, when you are connecting it just from your waist, you take your hand like this, just give some curve, you know. Not that you are removing something, just take some curve like this, so it will give it some little, some little fitting there. So you can give it fitting at this waist side. Just see what I'm doing. It's very easy way. All right, just take it like this up to your hip side here. So from this hip side now, you place your ruler like this and take it straight to the full length. All right, you see what I'm doing here. Make sure you place your ruler at this ending side. Try get this long ruler so it will make your work easier. So I've done it. See what I did here. I connect it to this full length here. See the fitting. It comes out very, very well. Like I said, on this waist side, I didn't take any measurement. I script it out. But when I'm cutting it, I just use my hand to make some curve, little curve, and take it straight to my hip line. So the next thing to do now is the neck part. So on this particular dress, look at the neck as this. Is a normal neck, as in is a basic neckline. So you can take any neck of your choice. So this neck here now is 3.5. 3.5. I've made video on how to calculate your neck, your round neck measurement for you to get perfect round neck. So I'm taking 3.5 by 4 inches. And I've also made video on how you can how to cut different type of neckline. It's very, very easy. If you're making any dress, you need basic neckline, different type of neckline, so make your work very, very easy. See what I'm doing here? I take it like this. Make sure that everything is equal, is complete. So always use your French curve. French curve helps for work. Okay, in case you don't have French curve, to make it easier, from this down part here, measure 1 inch like this. All right, measure 1 inch up. Measure 1 inch up and place your French curve, or I use your hand to curve it. All right. You see what I'm doing there? All right. All right. So for the back part is up, 1 inch. Back part is up. While the back part is 1 inch, 3.5 like this at the back part by 1 inch. You get it? 3.5 like this by 1 inch for the back, because the back part is up. After that, you use your French curve again to curve your work. All right. In fact, French curve is very good for work. It's very, very good. Give your work perfect shape. All right. Give your work perfect shape. You need it. Try get French curve if you are making dress. If you're a fashion designer, you need French curve, you need ruler, you need hip cups, you need all this material to make your work very, very easy. I'm done with the cutting. I'm done with the drawing. All right. I hope you understand. In case if you have any question, you drop it on the comment board. I will reply you. Now let me talk about this shoulder slope. All right. People normally remove shoulder slope, but I don't remove shoulder slope because I find that it's not necessary to remove that. Now, in case if you want to remove shoulder slope, it's like this. Now just come down by 0.5 inches here or 1 inch. After that, you connect it to meet with this. In case if you are removing it, but me, I don't remove that. You remove 1 inch or 0.5 inches. In case if you are removing 1 inch from this side to here, connect to this neck part. Please and please always add this 1 inch you are cutting out at the armhole part, because if you don't add it, it will affect your armhole. It will make you to raise your hand very well. It will affect it. So whatever you remove from this one you're removing here, come down here and add it. Make sure that, or you measure it from here, measure it again here. Please, I explain it on my video so that you get it. Don't just remove shoulder slope without adding it here. In case if you are removing half, you add this half here. You are removing one, you add the half here. You are removing even 1.5, you add the 1.5 here. Now if you measure from the up here, that gives us 9 inches. Alright, but the normal armhole measurement is 8 inches. But on my video, I don't remove this one because I've tried it before. I see that it's not necessary to remove it. So in all my work, I don't do that. So in case if you want to remove this, I will do it. So the next thing to do now is to cut this work. Please, when you are cutting it, make sure you follow the chalk. You follow the chalk and cut it. You see what I'm doing there? Follow the chalk. So I've cut it out. So to cut the back part, the neck, I will first of all cut this the front part. Please, when you're cutting your dress, be very careful not to cut the front and the back together. I stop it here so that I can cut the back parts. All right. Remember to use pin to pin your work. Please, it's necessary. So I cut the back. After drawing your work, you before cutting, first of all go through it again to avoid making any mistake. Now I will not cut the rest. See what I'm doing here? I've cut everything. Finish. So what I will do now is to use it to cut the cut facing on it. All right, like I said, I will open this side down, but I am not attaching zip on it. It's a free gown. So I open the back part. I'll open it all the way to the full length. I'm using facing for the work. You can use facing to turn it. You can use lining to turn it. All right. So I've made video on how to cut facing. Now I fold the little fabric I have here. I place the back part. So I'm okay with it. This will be enough for me. All right. So I trace it like that. Please check the video on my comment box. Check the video on my video. You will see there. I've made video on how you can cut facing. All right, it's very easy. So I've cut the front part. I just fold dress. Just find any material, fold it together, and trace it. Trace the neck from the shoulder. Trace it and cut it. Like I said, I've made video on how to make this one. It's on my channel there. So I'm cutting it now. So for the sleeve, depends the sleeve of your choice. So I've made video on how to cut different type of sleeve. So this is sleeve I'll be using today. I'll be using like 10 inches. Please watch the video on my channel how to cut it. And for the pocket, because this dress will be having I'll be putting pocket on this dress, and how to put pocket on the dress from this all right. So before the pocket, I will first of all sew this line here, the back part. I will sew it from the up part, or I will just sew it first. When you get to this 7 inches, this is where you lose it up to. But I'll first of all sew it here. After I've sewn the facing, so I will sew it there, and I will tag it here first and follow the sewing straight to the down part. So I will do that now. Bring it over you to see. So I've sewed it with like I said, I've sewed it straight here. See it? I hope you are seeing it like this. This place is somehow okay. I've run the stitching, the back part. So what I will do now, I will loose to the place I want it to stop, which is up to this side. I lose it up to 6 inches. See how beautiful it is. All right, I've loosed it up to the side I want it to be, 7 inches. See how it comes out. This is a very easier way to do it, up to 7 inches. And this is the facing. I make sure that it's inside like this. You see it? So I hope you see this back part here. This is the back part. So what I will do now, I will attach button here and the hook here. I use it to hold it. I hope you get it. All right, so this is the back part. So the next one now should be, I will show you the front part. I'll show you how I'll fix my my pocket. So this is the front part. I've used facing to turn it. So the next thing you do, you just fold it like this and top stitch it. See what I did? This is the 1/2 inches I sewed. So I will fold it. I will turn it to this to face with facing and top stitch on top. After that, I turn it. I'll make it to be like this. I hope you get it. So I'll be joining it together like this. I'll bring the front. This is the front part and this is the back part. So I will join it together. Before there, I will show you the pocket. I'll first of all attach my pocket before doing that. So what I will do now, I will look for where my 1/2 inches is. 20 inches is my 1/2 inches. That is where my pocket will start, from the 20 inches. I said from the 20 inches, that's where my pocket will start, and this is my 20 inches. So I'll be showing you on how to. All right. So I'll be putting some pockets on this dress. I'll fold it together. I bring the back. This is the front. This is the back part. All right. Let me turn it like this. For you to put your pockets on your dress, although I've made video on how to put pockets, but I'm showing it again on this particular dress. Make sure you start fixing your pocket from your waistline. Remember I said my waistline is 20 inches. Try and notch it so that you know. So from that 20 inches, you place your tape on it like this, because I've notched it. This one is the back part, this is the front part. So I've cut the pocket. You can take any length of the pocket you want. Any part of the pocket you want. So this is the length I take for this one. This is 11. All right, this is 11. I hope you're seeing it. Let me stress my camera. So this is 11 by 9 inches. 11 length, the width is 9 inches. That is what I cut it for like this. So these two will be at this side and another two will be at this other side. I hope you get it. So I will take one. Like I said, I measured my 1/2 inch. I'm fixing for my 1/2 inches. So you take one of it like this, and come to this place like this. Please, from this 1/2 inches, you measure like this. You measure 7 inches. So 7 inches, my hand can enter 7 inches. All right. So from there, you measure 7 inches. 7 is okay. Please try and notch it so that it will be longer than other. So it will not be longer than other one. So I'm gonna notch it now. I notch it so that when I'm fixing it, I will know what I'm doing. Right. So this is what I'll be doing right now. Now I take one of the pocket like this, and I remove this front side. This is the back front side. Look at what I'm doing, please. If you have any question, drop it on the comment board. So I take it like this from this waist side here, and I make sure that from the facing, the right side of the fabric and the right side of the dress and the right side of the pocket must be together like this. You see what I'm doing? It must be together like this. So this is what I'll be doing. This is what I will do for other side. So I use pin to hold it. I use pin to hold like this. So the same thing, I use pin again to hold it like this. You see? So what I will do now, I will take it to my machine. I'll fix this side, as in, after putting this side like this, look at this. So I will now sew it straight. I will use machine to sew it like this. This place are seeing me marking with my chalk. Alright, so I'll sew from here to here first. And now bring this one here again to this side. Make sure that it's the right side facing the right side. So this one is the front part, this front area, while this is the back area. Please watch my video on how to fix perfect pocket. I really explain it there, so you will get it right, please. So I will come to this other side also. Remember, I cut this pocket into 4 like this. The length is 12, the width is 9. So I place it like this. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. I place from this side. So I will use pin to hold here and hold here. Alright. So I've done it. I've done this side also. I hope you see it. So the next thing to do now is to take it to my machine and run the sewing. So after I finish sewing it, I'll bring it for you to see it before closing everything together. Alright. So meanwhile, like I said, I will sew from here to here and sew here to here. Don't close it yet. Just sew it different. The same thing I will do for this other side also. From this place also, I will sew here and sew the other one. So after I've done that, I've already fixed my my facing. This is what I will do to turn my facing. I will turn it like this. So this is how I will turn my facing like this. I will take it like this. I've made video also on how to turn your facing. I make it for you to understand it. So you take it like this. Make sure that this line like this and this line must be together. It must turn together, just in touch each other together like this, so that you will get perfect work. So this is how it will be. I bring it like this together. Please see what I'm doing. Although I've made video on how to sew shoulder to shoulder together, I like making my things so that you understand it. Please, if you have not subscribed yet, do me well to subscribe. Hit down on that right button down there and subscribe. Please like the video. There's one like this. Just press that like and like the video. Please support me. Support your girl. God bless you. So after that, okay, this is how to join the shoulder. Make sure that these two lines join together. Do it like this. Before there, trim up this excess, this shoulder side, this excess of this. Trim it off so it to be equal. So this is how to join the shoulder. Bring this thing together like this. Make sure that this sewing part here and sewing part here is together. Make sure that it's together. Do it like this and use your pin to hold it. Please, when you're making any of your dress, especially for the beginner, make use of pin. So I make it like this. I pin it. So the next thing to sew now, I will take it to my machine and sew 1/2 inches. From this side, I sew it straight to this other side. So the same thing I will do for this other side. After that, before fitting my sleeve and closing the pocket, everything together, I'll bring it for you to see. Thank you. So I will start to sew from this side. My round sleeve is 13 inches. When I divide it into 2, that is a 6.5. So like I said, when I was cutting this dress, I added 1.5 for the sewing allowance. So you don't need to come and start measuring again to know what to sew. No, what you will sew here now is 1.5, because that is what I added. In case if you add 1 inches or 2 inches, is that inches you add, that is what you will sew. Like on this dress, I added my 1.5. So this 1.5 is what I will sew. I will start sewing from my round sleeve, from this sleeve to my bust. This is my bust area, and I follow you straight. Make sure it's 1.5. Always make sure you that, at least, especially for the beginners, my 1.5 is there. I'll follow the 1.5. Now this is my pocket. This is how I sew these pockets here. Very, very easy. Now when you start to sew your pocket, I hope you're seeing it. Now when you are sewing from your sleeve down, when you are sewing from the sleeve down, when you come to this area, you curve your hand inside. This is how you sew it. Curve it inside here. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Now you curve it inside like this. Make sure you sew it fast. Just sew it as you are coming like that. Alright, sew it like that from the sleeve side. You sew it like this. you curve it inside. You see what I'm sewing there? Make sure you sew like this. All right. When you come here, you don't need to curve your pocket when cutting it. When you are sewing it, you are covering you will not curve it there. You just curve it there. Now curve it there like this. See what I'm doing? This is how I will sew it. You curve it. I hope you are seeing it. This place, the chalk I'm marking, that is where I will sew. So I will sew. Remember, I said I sew from this side. I curve it like this. Flow it straight there. I'm teaching step by step for you to get it. All right, it's very, very easy. Just make sure not only watch the video, watch and give it a try. Look for any material and give this work a try. Now when you come to this side again, you make sure that you curve it again. You follow it. Remember, it's 1.5 inches or so for sewing allowance. You follow the 1.5 inches. You sew it. All right. Sew it all the way to the full length. So this is how to cut and sew this simple straight gown. Within 1 hour you are done with it. All right. After that, you fold the down part. Like in case if you don't want to add that 3 inches when I was cutting it, you just follow your normal hips. From your hip, my hip is 12.25. That's a hip 12.25. You take it all the way to the down part. In case if you don't want it to have any flare on it, just follow that 12.25 straight to the full length. But remember, for you to be able to walk very well, you need to open it. You open the 2 sides so you can walk freely. But just that I don't want to open this particular dress, that is why I added that 3 inches plus my sewing allowance. I hope you understand it. So this is how to make this dress very, very easy. So after finishing this side, I will come to this side and do that. And remember, I said for the button side, I will put my button on it at the back part. So this is how to make this dress. And if you have not subscribed and you are watching this video right now, please subscribe for me. And if you have not subscribed yet, please support me by subscribing on this channel. Please support your girl. Like my video. Just that hand you saw like this, that hand you are seeing, say like. Just press it and like this video. Use it to support me. Thank you very much, because I know you have done it for me. God bless you. I love you. Bye bye.